Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen wal aqibatu lil muttaqin was salatu was salamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in ila yawmiddin. Amma ba'd, qala Allah tabarak wa ta'ala fil Qur'an al-Majid wal Furqan al-Hamid. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. إن أول بيت وضع للناس للذي ببكة مباركا وهدى للعالمين فيه آيات بينات مقام إبراهيم ومن دخله كان آمنا ولله على الناس حج البيت من استطاع إليه سبيلا ومن كفر فإن الله غني عن العالمين. صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسوله الكريم. أما بعد، قال الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد في شان حبيبه إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. Jai Hazrat, today inshallah we are starting our topic Hajj rulings and method. Months of Hajj already started. Months of Hajj are 2 months and 10 days. Shawwal, full Shawwal month. As soon Ramzan finishes, Shawwal month starts. Then Zulqada, which is going to be next month. And then after that Zul Hajj, first 10 days. First we'll start with the hadith of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The hadith is in Sunan Darmi. That Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says the person who doesn't do Hajj, when Hajj becomes first upon him, but he doesn't go for Hajj. So he had no Sharia excuse, he had money, he had all those lawazimat, he had all the 7-8 conditions what I will inshallah talk about. Basically Hajj was first upon him or her, but they never went for Hajj. And in that state the person passed away. Rasulullah says we have no concern with the person, either he dies as a Muslim now, he dies as a Christian, he dies as a Jew. हमें इससे कोई ताल्लुक नहीं है वो ईसाई होके मरे, वो यहूदी होके मरे या मुसलमान होके मरे, हमें से कोई ताल्लुक नहीं है। हज फर्ज था, तुमने हज क्यों नहीं किया, पहले ये बताओ वजह क्या थी। सब कुछ था, पैसे भी थे, आराम से जा भी सकते थे, मगर हमारे पास क्या होता है, ज़्यादातर हमारी ख्वाहिशात इतनी होती हैं कि उन पर काबू हम नहीं पा सकते। When you cannot control your desires, this is when all those obligatory actions we put them behind the back, and then we priorities. What you have prioritized for yourself. You prioritize for yourself gym. I'm telling you, you will take 3 hours out from gym. If you have prioritized deen for yourself, I'm telling you, you will take even 5 hours out for your deen. You will take your time out for your namaz. Because namaz is not priority, that is the reason we cannot take time out from namaz. Reason is because of the priorities. हमारी priority कुछ और होगी. हमारी priority होती है गाड़ी, घर, शादियाँ, हॉल, बुकिंग करनी है, मोड़े दी ब्याह करना है, कम से कम 50,000 पाउंड होना चाहिए, 15,000 का हज कर लो. But anyway, so this is the hadith of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. If still person doesn't go for Hajj, then keep this hadith in his mind when he's on his deathbed. उस वक्त हम मिन्नतें कर रहे थे, मेरा हज बदल करो, मेरा हज बदल करो, मेरा कर दो, मेरा कर दो, मेरे पैसे आते हैं, दे दियो, आते हैं, दे दियो, आते हैं, दे दियो. भाई तुम आपको क्यों नहीं कीता? Rasulullah says when person goes for Hajj, how should he look like? What condition he should adopt? He should look like that person whose poor condition is so poor, like that he's lost everything. This is how you should look like. Not dirty clothes, but the normal clothes. Normal way you do Hajj. Imam Sahib, we want 5-star hotel, otherwise we are not going. Why are you going to do that in hotel anyway? Are you going to do Hajj? Or are you going to stay in hotel? We went for Umrah, I think about 5 months before, me and my all the other students, when we completed our Dars Nizami with our Ustaji. Believe me, we had a normal hotel. We never booked hotel from here, actually. We never booked hotel. We went there, and whatever we got for 2 to 3 hours so we can sleep in that hotel, just to 2 to 3 hours, we got it. We never booked it from here. We went there, people were there, come here. We said, oh, okay, that's fine, just go in there. We used to go in hotel only for 2 to 3 hours. Rest all that time we were spending in Mutaf Sharif or inside the Haram Park. Why do you want to get that hotel? Just because so we can make videos and we can show our cousins and everyone, look, this is the view I got from Kaaba Sharif. This is the view of God, just to make other people jealous. So nowadays, Umrah and Hajj has become the thing of showing off as well. This is the halat of today's Muslim. But anyway, when you go for Hajj, make sure you go there as to look like a poor person, look like uske baal ujde ho. That's the reason when you're in ihram, you can't even comb your hair. You can't comb your hair, but you gotta be very careful with the hair come off. Then dam becomes wajib upon you. Only two unsili chadrein, only two unstitched two piece of cloth. That's all, because Allah wants you to look like that. Allah does not want to have you on your stitched shoes as well, open shoes, like proper like a poor person. And then when we go there, subhanallah, our halat is totally different. We have totally changed the mentality of Hajj. Understand the mizaj of Sharia, what Sharia wants from you when you go for Hajj. Rasulullah says the person who goes for Hajj and he has done Hajj without committing any sins, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive all his previous sins, either minor or major. The hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is that when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam went in Arafah, he was making dua, 9th of Arafah, when the Hajj takes place, and he was making dua, and Sahaba could see Rasulullah making dua, and he was not happy, he was sad. But when he came to Muzdalifah, Sahaba could see Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam really happy. So Sahaba asked, Ya Rasulullah, why are you so happy here? And we saw you sad there. What dua was you making? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, there I was making dua in Arafah, Ya Allah, anyone who comes in this field, 9th of Arafah, the main big rukun, major rukun of Hajj, anyone who comes here and he completed his Hajj, forgive all his minor and major sins, all his sins. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to me, I will forgive all those rights which belongs to me. Namaz, he was not reading, or Hajj, or Zakat, all the rights belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I will forgive the sin of those rights. But he has to fulfill those rights though. That doesn't mean that you miss your namaz and that you don't have to read namaz now. No, you have to do qada. The sin was on your head, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forgiven, but you have to do qada. All those Ramzan roses you missed, the zakatan you missed, all the money you're supposed to be giving towards zakat and fitrana, that's all the rights of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You still have to go and give. That's the debt of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have to pay. But because you delayed, because of that sin was on your head, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive all those sins. But you have to do that. Then Rasulullah said, I was sad that not all his sins are forgiven, because they're one of rights of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one are rights of people. Then Rasulullah said, when I came to Muzdalifah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told me, if my slave goes to Arafah, he does his Hajj, then he comes to Muzdalifah, I will forgive all his previous sins, either belongs to me or anything which belongs to people. If he is wronged to people, he took debt from someone and he's not giving back to him, I will forgive him, but he has to go back and give that debt to him. So if you took 1,000 pounds from your dad or from your siblings, you have to give that money back. Sin will be forgiven. That the certain time was there, and that in that time you had to give your money back to him, but you never gave the money back to him. Or you wronged someone, you swore at someone, or you took something from someone, you're not giving it back. All these rights of people, I will forgive all the rights of people as well. So that person will be like he just born today, as soon you completed your Hajj. So Arafah, Muzdalifah, your all sins are forgiven. So Rasulullah said, anyone who goes for a Hajj, his all previous sins will be forgiven. These are the few ahadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam for Hajj. Now, when does Hajj becomes a farz upon you? There are few conditions. When they are met, then Hajj becomes a farz upon you. I want you to be very carefully listen all these Hajj conditions and look these conditions in yourself. Do you have these conditions in you? Then make sure you book your ticket and go for Hajj. Of course, if you cannot do it right now because your time is getting very close, if you can, of course you do. Otherwise, you cancel all your tickets for going Pakistan because your son's getting married. Allah doesn't want you to do that. That's spending all the 10,000 pounds and 15,000 pounds. I want to take all my family. Why you want to take all your family? That's not further upon you. That's not further upon you. Or booking this hotel and that hotel. That's not further upon you. First was Hajj, and you will be questioned the day of judgment. First condition is Islam. You have to be Muslim. Hajj is not further upon non-Muslim. So that's not like someone is reverted and now you have to say that you tell him that look, you're rich and you had all those conditions in you, so Hajj was further upon you, you go and do Hajj. No, anything what happened in previous life, you was not Muslim, nothing becomes further upon you. Like Namazan, you don't have to repeat because you wasn't Muslim. As I said many times, contract, once you sign the contract of Islam, which is Shahada, Ashhadu la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Once you have signed the contract, this is when you become mukallif. Kallafa yukallifu taklifan wa mukallifun. Then you become mukallif, then you have to take all the takalif of Islam. Then Namazan become further upon you. Then everything becomes obligatory upon you. So Islam is the condition or Hajj to fard upon you. Next is adult. You have to be an adult to do Hajj. So let's say my father goes for Hajj, whole family goes for Hajj, and you have children with you as well, 7 years old, 8 years old, and they have done full Hajj with you. But that doesn't mean that first Hajj is completed, fulfilled. So when they become an adult, they don't have to do Hajj. No, 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 no. That's a Nafli Hajj. They went with you, that's Nafli Hajj is done. When they become an adult, they'll have to do Hajj again. That Hajj, what he did under age, in his childhood, that won't be for the Hajj. Next, sanity. The person has to be sane. Insane person, Hajj is not for the point. So health is condition. Person has to be sane or go for Hajj. That's the condition. That's the 3 conditions. Fourth, health. Very important. I want you to understand this. Health is condition for Hajj to become fard. What kind of health? Nowadays, everyone is unhealthy. Manu cholesterol hoya, manu BP high hoya, manu gussa chad janda. Mera a job hai to main heart and tension ch rehanda. So this is got nothing to do with health issues. Well, yeah, there are health issues depending on how severe those issues are. So that kind of disability where person cannot travel on his own, he cannot walk, or he's that old, or he has got that kind of illness, he's so weak he cannot travel. Hajj is not fard upon him. Next one is eyesight. Hajj is not fard upon blind person, because Hajj is not fard upon blind, even though he has all the other rest of the conditions are in him. He has money, he has everything, but he's blind. He's healthy, he can go, and he has someone with him who can take him, but still Hajj is not fard upon him. So he does not have to do Hajj. But all these people are mentioned: unhealthy, disabled, disability. What kind of disability? Or he cannot hear. No, that got nothing to do with traveling. Disability where he cannot walk and he cannot see. If these people, if they go for Hajj with someone, their first Hajj will be completed though. That will be fulfilled. Like blind person, later on, he got his eyesight back. Or unhealthy or disabled person, his disability is gone now, he's healthy. It's not like he has to go back and do first Hajj. No. Once he go for Hajj, his Hajj is completed. He's not like that underage child that who's gone with his parents and he's done Hajj. Now when he becomes adult, he has to go back and do Hajj again, because the first Hajj was Nafli. There, disabled person and blind person, when they go for Hajj, their Hajj will be fulfilled though. If Hajj became fard upon you, so if Hajj becomes fard upon a healthy person or a person with eyesight, so now you have eyesight, you are healthy, and Hajj becomes fard upon you, but you delayed, you did not go, then you became blind, something happened, then you became unhealthy. Now because Hajj is fard upon you, you have to go for Hajj. However, you have to go for Hajj, and you can't go for Hajj, then you send someone behalf of you to do Hajj called Hajj Badal. You have to send someone, and if you are dying, you have to write down in your wasiyat, you have to make a will that make sure I'm leaving that much money behind, please you go and do Hajj for me. You leaving no money behind, and you leaving all that on your children. Oi, listen, you are in this dunya because of me, and wherever you are, because of me you are there. So make sure you go and do Hajj on behalf of me. And he's leaving no money behind. Yeah, if your children go for you, alhamdulillah, it's good, you should do that. But it is not fard upon them. Parents, they start blackmailing. If you are leaving nothing behind, then it is not fard upon anyone to go and do Hajj on behalf of you. If you are leaving something behind, then they can go and do Hajj on behalf of you. Now, 6th condition is travel expenses. Zadeh-Rah. Zadeh-Rah is basically you have to have that much wealth that you can cover all your travel expenses. If it's 15,000 pounds, 16,000 pounds, or 20,000 pounds, whatever it is, Qurbani, there you are going to eat as well, food, all that travel expenses. That much money, and because you're going for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 1 month, then you're leaving behind what? Your family, a house, all those bills. So you have to leave that much money behind as well. This is called travel expenses, all that. So let's say Hajj is for 15,000 pounds. You got 15,000 pounds, but you don't have money to leave behind. Hajj is not fard upon you. And your expenses are at home, 2,000 pounds. You have to have 17,000 pounds, then Hajj will become fard upon you. Not only travel expenses, what you have to leave behind, you have to have that much money, then that condition will fulfill. And 7th one is time. all these conditions are mentioned. These all 6 conditions, they must be combined in Hajj time. And what is Hajj time? Hajj times are as soon Shawwal month starts. From 1st Shawwal all the way till the 10th of Dhul Hajj. 2 months and around 10 days. In these days, if all these 6 conditions were mentioned or 7 conditions mentioned, if they are fulfilled, they are combined in you, Hajj will become further upon you. Now let me give you an example. You have 20,000, you are Muslim, you're not slave. There's one condition, you have to be free. Everyone is free nowadays. So all these conditions are in you. You are a healthy person, you have eyesight, everything is there. But you, 29th of Ramadan or 30th of Ramadan, you had 20,000 pound in your account. Either you spent that 20,000 pound or you somehow it got lost, it got spent. And now first of Shawwal started and all the way till the 10th of Dhul Hajj, you had no money with you or less than the expenses, all the travel expenses, less than that. Let's say 5,000 came in your account, saving, I'm talking about saving. And then after 11th of Dhul Hajj, after 10th of Dhul Hajj, again 100,000 pound came in your account. Hajj is not further upon you. Why? Because time is the condition. When money comes in that time, then your Hajj becomes further upon you. For a woman, it is a condition to have a mahram with her for Hajj to become further upon her. So let's say all these 7 conditions are there. She is Muslim, married, everything is there. She has money as well, 20,000 pounds and everything, but she has no mahram. For male, he doesn't need mahram. He can travel on his own. But female, she has to have mahram to travel if Makkah is 57.5 miles away. If someone is already living nearby Makkah, 50 miles away, 40 miles away, then they don't need mahram for going on Hajj. They can go on Hajj. Why? Because Hajj, it's not like you need mahram for Hajj, you need mahram for traveling. And nowadays people, they ask this question that Saudi Arab said that anyone 40 years old, they can come without a mahram and do Hajj. Remember, this is a hadith of Rasulullah, authentic hadith. Then the woman who believes in Allah and a day of judgment, वो औरत जो कि अल्लाह और आखिरत के दिन पे यकीन रखती है, then she must not travel to that destination which is 3 days and 3 nights away from her village, from her house. She must not come out from her house without mahram. Otherwise, on every step, Allah's curse will come on her. Allah will send curse upon her until she gets mahram with her or until she goes back to her house. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give some sense to our muallimeen as well. Those who take people for Hajj, what they are doing, they have 10 ladies here and 10 male here just to fulfill the criteria of male and female. Anyone, they're matching all of them. Yeah, this female is for this male is for this female, this male. They are not even mahram. Mahram can only be father, brother. The woman cannot marry to the person. They are mahram. Yeah, when one sister goes in someone's nikah, that other sister cannot marry the same male. That doesn't mean that he becomes her mahram as well. No, she cannot travel with him. Permanently, completely, forever, when male cannot marry to the woman or woman cannot marry to the male, that male, why, is mahram for you. Not for time being that sister is in my nikah and then the other sister, she cannot marry me now until this sister dies. As soon as this sister dies, then I can marry another sister as well. But if a woman goes for Hajj without a mahram, she will become sinful. She will become sinful, but her Hajj will be fulfilled though. Every step there will be curse upon her, but Hajj obligation is fulfilled. Hajj बारल अगर फर्ज के लिए गई है, Hajj बारल हो जाएगा. For a फर्ज Hajj, woman wants to go for फर्ज Hajj, and her mahram, either father is not giving her permission, or husband is not giving her permission. She doesn't need a permission because who comes first? Allah, Sharia, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. For that she doesn't need permission. If husband is not giving permission, she can go with another mahram. Father is not giving permission, then she can go with her husband. So she has to do the farz Hajj I'm talking about, not nafli Hajj, not umrah. So, other things they all nafli. Umrah is never farz anyway. Umrahs are nafli anyway. But there she has to have permission of her wali. Once she got married, wali is husband, not father. If father says you cannot do that, and husband says you have to do that, she has to listen to her husband, not father. Of course, don't disrespect your husband or your father. And politely make him understand, or bring him to some imam and to tell him that, give him some sense. उम्र का होना दीन में म्यार नहीं है. बुजुर्गी का मेयार, ये याद रखें, बुजुर्गी का मेयार उम्र से है ही नहीं है, ताल्लुक ही नहीं है। अब 90 साल के हो जाएं, वहां पे बैठ के ताश खेल रहे हो, और एक आलमी दिन हो जो 20 साल का हो, ही हैज मोर मेयार देन यू। That's the reason on Shabe Mi'raj, when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when Baitul Muqaddas, who was leading namaz? All the Anbiya, who's the youngest Nabi? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he's the one who's standing at the front. One of the reason our ulama they say, one of the reason was that he had more knowledge than all other Anbiya. That's the reason he's standing at the front. Ibrahim alayhi salam, grandfather standing at the back. Every Nabi standing at the back. Nabi is leading namaz. So, ilm का मेयार बुजुर्गी है। दाढ़ी होना, जुब्बे पहन लेना, उम्र का बड़ा हो जाना, कोई म्यार नहीं है इसका। ठीक है, तो घर में बैठ के कभी फतवे ना दे, खुद तो तबाह है, अपनी सारी जनरेशन को तबाह करेंगे। If woman wants to take a mahram, that's the last one and I will finish with that. Let's say woman wants to take a mahram, husband is not giving ijazat, or husband is giving ijazat, that's fine, you can go with your father. And she has 20,000 pounds with her for herself. Father got nothing. She has to pay for her father. It's not a father, no, you want to go home with me, that pay for yourself. No, she has to take all the expenses of the mahram she's taking. So, Hajj will not become farz upon a woman unless she has her expenses and her mahram expenses with her too. So, if 15,000 pounds for Hajj, then she has to have 30,000 pounds with her, then Hajj becomes the farz upon her. Yeah, unless the mahram says, okay, I will pay for myself, that's a different thing. But if madam says, I don't have anything, if you want to take me with you, then you have to pay for me. Then she's like, okay, that's fine, I don't have money. Hajj still is not first upon you, because for madam to go with you, he has to get ticket and everything. वरना Hajj फर्ज नहीं होगा। ये थी ये तमाम बातें mainly. Next we'll inshallah talk about obligation, frais of Hajj. What are the obligatory actions in Hajj? And this is going to be next Jummah inshallah. What is miqat? That the boundary before Makkah, what is the miqat? Then 3 conditions of a Haji. Three types of Haji. And then 3 types of Hajj, the 3 kind of Hajj, not just one Hajj. Wajibat of Hajj, method of Hajj, what is ihram, what we call ihram, that's actually not ihram. We call ihram of what? 2 pieces of cloth, we think this is ihram, that's not ihram. What is actually ihram? Inshallah we'll talk about all this in next Jummah speech. Try to come on time. My speech starts 12:40, I तुम 5 minutes late होगी, 12:40 inshallah I'll come. Try to come on time, those especially those who are going for Hajj. And inshallah after that we'll talk about Qurbani Masail. Jazakallahu khair wa ma alayna illa al-balagul mubin.